All right, Shalom. This is Hara One, Bun Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp, located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. Before I begin, I want to say Ka Halayim La Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Ha Rakah Kodash Ma'amaf. All right, double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders that rule well, and Shalom to you Akim and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. All right, as we know, today, what's today's date? The 11th, September. Oh shit, September 11th. you know, 9/11, September 11th. Um, this evening from sundown to sundown will be held um, Yawam Kapar, which would be the Day of Atonement. All right, Yawam is how you say day, and Kapar is atonement or reconciliation. Now, I want to get into some scriptures just for encouragement. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get this real quick. It's on my spirit. Get something real fast. But believe it or not, you still got a lot of new brothers coming into the truth. You may have some people that's weaker in the faith or in their self-confidence. All right, but I believe it's a perfect opportunity to show your devotion to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, especially when you're. Um, some of us are excited about it, the Day of Atonement, a chance to rehearse the righteous acts of our Lord. Some may be intimidated by the Day of Atonement because it deals with fasting, and they don't want to trespass against the Most High. But I believe that's a perfect opportunity for the Lord to perfect you and to enhance you. Because if you don't believe in yourself, it was saying, how can you believe in the Most High but not believe in yourself? Meaning, how can you believe in Yahweh but you don't believe that He can make you perfect for this? All right. 1 Thessalonians 4:18. Wherefore comfort one another with these words, man. So this is for comfort, to comfort the brethren, the brotherhood, the sisterhood out there, and the children. All right. And even some children, they say once you reach 12 or 13, they can fast. But you also got to train. You can train them up in the fast as well, like have them on a vegetable fast or fluid fast for the day. All right, but the men and the adults, we supposed to keep the fast completely. All right, what is it? From evening to evening, no water, no food. All right, it's called afflicting your soul. So let's get into some scriptures. This brother here in the background, this is Zariah. You can go to his page. the brother Zaria in this camp, um, playing the tunes on the shofar. All right, this is Leviticus 20 and 7. And it says here, sanctify yourselves. That means to make yourself holy, separate from this world. All right, today they're going to be mourning that September 11th debacle. But we're going to be mourning our people, mourning, seeking forgiveness from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and in reconciliation and in prayer. All right, and in meekness, and in study, meditation. So sanctify yourselves, therefore, and be ye holy, for I am Yahweh your power. Right, be ye holy as he is holy. And ye shall keep my statutes and do them. I am Yahweh, which sanctify you. All right, so he's the one that separated us into this truth, into this calling, into what? Right, called us into the rehearsal. All right, this is the rehearsal. We live our lives as a tale that is told in the theater of this earth, in this matrix. And in this matrix, even though we're not in our kingdom, we still what? Rehearse the righteous acts. Keeping the Day of Atonement was a righteous act that the Lord gave to our people when we came out of Egypt. And we will keep the Day of Atonement. All right. So now it says Judges 5 and 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing waters, right? Because our people, when we were in captivity and being oppressed, especially under those damn Canaanites, Hamites, we would go down to the water, to get water, maybe walk our wives down there, or be with the men, just like what do you call that? When somebody go to jail, like on the movie Life, the chain gang. They have us in subjection, and you be down by the, or just being oppressed and attacked by the enemy, under constant attack of the enemy. That's a better way to put it. All right, because to be in a place of drawing waters is a place for men is a place of servitude or oppression. And while we were down there drawing water for whatever reason, we would get attacked and shot with arrows. That's what it said, from the noise of archers. All right. So those that are delivered from the noise of archers, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh. So in this place, we're going to rehearse the righteous acts. What's the act? It means to act it out. Okay, and act out what our people did 2,000 years ago. Actually, thousands of years ago, way back in 1446 BC. But the rehearsal of those righteous acts should be kept all the way up until today. Even the righteous acts, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Right? We keep the laws towards our people also, even though they don't keep the laws towards us. All right. Then shall the people of Yahweh go down to the gates, man. So now, all right, and going down to the gates today represents teaching. All right, so Leviticus 23 and 2. Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them concerning the feast of Yahweh, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, man. All right, let me get that word convocation. Holy convocations. All right, convocation. It says convocation is a sacred assembly, solemn assembly, man. Narrow is the way, and few there be that find it. Only few are invited. Sacred assembly of Yahweh's people for worship and glorification. Calling together, meaning to be holy in a sense. All right. Convocation means to call together. A solemn assembly. It's deep, right? And the Sabbath represents the convocation, the calling together. All right. Or the end of the week when we would go out and teach. But now we go out and teach it on Saturdays. So, whatever. So the Day of Atonement is a calling together of in the same mind. All right. Now let's get this. Let's go down to there you go, 27. It says here, also in the 10th day of this 7th month. All right. So this would be the 7th month according to the new moons. And there shall be a atonement. So at evening today on September 11th, there's going to be we're going to keep the Day of Atonement. All right. Now it says now some people, well, we would usually do like when it falls in the middle of the week or something, we would wait till the end of the week and when we teach to keep the Day of Atonement, the fast. So we'll be kind of busy, teaching out in the street and supporting each other. But this week we're going to keep it with the elders so we can throw up the prayers at the same time, and we may go out and teach today too, Yahweh Ratazah. And ye shall do no work in the same, so like it. Also in the 10th day of the 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. All right, and that word atonement just goes into reconciliation. All right, reconciliation means making peace between both sides of a party. Now, there's no sacrifice that we can do today. There's no atonement that we can do. That would surpass Yahweh Shai's atonement and his sacrifice. Nothing is better than that. But we rehearse the righteous acts. That's it. And it shall be an holy convocation unto you, a holy gathering or calling together unto you, unto Israelites. And ye shall afflict your souls. And that afflicting your soul means to deprive yourself of your desires, or which would be like food, right? Even liquid, fluid, water, anything. All right. So back then, during the times of Leviticus, when the law was given, 1446 BC, with Moses, we would afflict our souls, meaning a fast. All right. Fasting is afflicting your soul, man. Now, an offering and offer an offering made by fire unto Yahweh. So our let's get that. Now, 1 Peter 2:5, ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood. We all right to offer. Remember, it's an offering made by fire, but today we're offering up by the fire of this word to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. So our spiritual offering is us teaching His word. All right. So while you're fasting, you're gonna be teaching. You're gonna be studying. Praying. Maybe get some rest. Right. Be around your family, if anything, or the brethren. And that's it. Praying. All right. Not sitting there thinking about the last meal you ate until the next one. Not thinking about every growl that goes through your stomach or some shit. No, man, what does a plane do? It goes on that runway until it just takes off into the air. And that's us, man. You know, that's us. We got to take off for a minute until the day until the Day of Atonement ends. You know, then you land. They land the plane. So we offer up spiritual sacrifices now. It says Leviticus 23 and 28, you shall do no work in the same day, in that same day. So if you got to work, like one atonement when I was in Philly, I had to work at Tasty Cake. Imagine that. But a Jake. It was Jake there. He was Muslim, and he was keeping I forgot what they keep. What is it called? Anyway, it don't even matter. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They're fast. Muslim. Muslims, they fast from morning to evening. That's it. Ours is from evening to the next evening. Full 24 hours. All right. So I was a little competitive, so I was thankful for him being there, because seeing him, I was like, oh yeah, he keeping his fast. I'm a damn sure keep this fast. F them damn tasty cakes. I was throwing them shit to the side, like just working. Um, so yeah, man, the Most High will encourage you. You ask the Lord for help to get through it, and not only that, it should be a continual prayer of reconciliation, and of guiding you, asking the Lord to guide us and strengthen us. See, the atonement, Day of Atonement sets everything back in order, man. All year you might be busy, then the atonement just put everything right back in perspective. That's why I'm thankful for it. All right, verse 29. For whatsoever soul, 28 again, and ye shall do no work in that same day. So if you don't have to work today, then don't, you know. But if you have to work today, do what you got to do. For it is a day of atonement, all right, a day of reconciliation, to make an atonement for you before Yahweh your power. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. And that's the scary part. Right? That's the scary part right there. We don't want to be cut off, or let's get that. This is 2 Peter 1 and 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence. So we got to give diligence, all right, and discipline to make your calling, and your election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fall. All right? Give diligence. Look at the word diligence. To make our calling. So we've been called to this because the Lord sees potential in you. All right? The Lord sees our potential the way Yahweh Shai saw the potential of King David as Peter. All right? Yeah, he sees our potential as well. All right, let's get diligence. Let's get that. Diligence is no. I want the definition, not the scripture. All right. It says diligence. It basically means persistence in action. Persistent in an action, man. Especially in the matters of faith, being persistent. All right. So careful attention to detail. A desire to honor Yahweh and serve others. That's diligence. So, all right, thoroughness, completeness, and persistent of an action. Let's get persistence real quick. So being persistent, it says firm or obstinate continuance, man. Whew. 10 toes down. In a course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition. Ain't that something? So in spite of all the things we got going on around us, even within us, some people have emotions or whatever, thoughts, they got shit they got to deal with. We're going to show diligence in the midst of it, being still. All right. That's what the Lord calling us to, stillness. Let's get that. There you go. This is Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 46. I'm gonna go there so y'all can see it too. 46 and 10. This is Psalms 46 and 10. Yahweh is in the midst of her. Oh, Salaki. No. It's right here. I can't even see it. There you go. It says Psalms 46 and 10. Be still, man. Be still. Let patience have her perfect work, that we may be entire or completed, wanting nothing, man. Wanting nothing. This is what the Lord is training us to die to this world. What did Bruce Lee say? To learn to die. People want to learn to win, but to learn to die. That's a Bruce Lee talk, right? He was a Jake. So we got to learn to die to this world. It's called failing forward to greatness, going from glory to glory. Be still and know that I am Yahweh. That's what he is. He's the power. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. Man. All right. So let me get this real quick. This is James 1 and 4. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. And if any of you lack wisdom, all right, let him ask of Yahweh, that giveth to all men liberally. All right, freely, man. And upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. So if you feel like you're weak and you're not gonna get through this, you might eat something or some food. Ask the Lord for strength, man. Or watch the brothers, watch the Akim, and learn. Build up your confidence before you step into this day, and pray. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed, man. See that? You don't want to be wavering in your faith, in your belief, in your diligence, in your calling. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. See that? So that's why I say rehearse the righteous acts. But if we disregard it, then how do you expect to receive anything of Yahweh? These are righteous acts. See, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. See that? So the Lord is calling us to one mind. See that? One mind, singleness of heart, diligence. You know, it's go time. All right. So I had another precept on my mind. All right. This is Second Ezra 14 and 14. Let go from these mortal thoughts, man. The Lord is saying, let it go, man. It's just like being in a fight. The first thing gonna pop into your head is what? I'm about to get hit. And sometimes, like Mike Tyson said, that thought can kill a person in the ring. Sometimes quicker than a punch actually physically can. Just them psyching their own self out. So KRS One said this, which I don't rock with him too much as far as his beliefs, but he did make a good statement where he said, visualize success and put yourself in the picture. So see yourself succeeding and conquering and doing great before the Lord. You see, the body always want to go to the negative, the flesh. But we're here to bridle the flesh, to conquer the flesh, to steer the flesh like you would train up a horse with the blinders. All right? Spirit over the flesh. Second Ezra 14, the spirit doesn't eat. It doesn't need to eat. So, all right? So Second Ezra 14 and 14. Let go from the immortal thoughts, man. It's just thoughts. You don't have to run from them or lie to yourself like it's not there, but you see it and analyze it, and you're like, all right, what remedy can fix this doubt? Oh, diligence, action, promptness, urgency. You know, that's why I tell people if you in a spirit of doubt right now, like dang, I don't. Hopefully, I don't mess up. You know, on the atonement, you're in the perfect mindset to keep the atonement. It's perfect. You're resisting your flesh. Your flesh, like, damn, I'm about to fail. I'm about to eat. I'm about to do. But your spirit, like, watch this though. Now, what happens when this evening until what's today? Thursday evening, you reach that finish line and you say, we did that. The Wadi How about Shimmy was shot. All right, that's the goal. All right, allow your inner critic to do what it does, but tell it that it has to wait. Criticize at the end, not before. So let go from the mortal thoughts. It's mortal thoughts, man. We spiritual. Cast away the burdens of man. And even food today is a burden, man. People eat consumers all day, all day, all day. You know, but we need to eat. Our 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 kitchen should be our pharmacy, as they say. You know, so shit. You know, just popped in my head. Peter Porker. Mm. I wonder what they gonna do on this Day of Atonement. Peter Porker. Yeah, yeah. No food today, buddy. Peter Porker says, "Let go from thee mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, doubt, put off now the weak nature." So, what is the Lord teaching us to do? Putting off the weak nature. That's what this does. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and to flee, haste thee to flee from these times. All right. All right. So we're hasting to flee from these times. This is Baruch 4:28. For as it was your mind to go astray from Yahweh, see, we went astray from the Lord. So being returned, now we return in repentance. Seek Him 10 times more. Meaning overdo it, outdo yourself. You know, this is part of seeking the Lord, seeking His approval, seeking His advice, seeking His guidance, His presence. All right. So seek Him 10 times more, man. Push even harder to keep the atonement now and to rehearse the righteous acts. Okay, you know Yahweh Shai is out there on the throne, and you know that He did the ultimate atonement. So because of that, should we not keep the atonement? No. We're gonna follow in His footsteps and rehearse those righteous acts. All right. So yeah, man. So we seek the Lord 10 times more now. So Sirach 5:7, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. See that? Now being turned, seek Him 10 times more, but make no tarrying whenever the Lord calls, man. Whenever He tell you, hey, it's time to gather, you know. It says what? Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, man. So the Lord is calling us to repentance right now, and put not off from day to day. So there's no reason to. We don't need to put it off because the same doubts someone has today, they're gonna have another day unless they just do it now. Action conquers fear. Action conquers doubt. Action. All right. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day, man. And this is a chance to turn to the Lord, and we don't need to put it off. That's perfect. Let's just slap the flesh in the face, man. Right? For suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Vengeance. So we're turning to the Lord now. You know, a lot of Jake, they're putting it off. They say, hey, what? All right, I'll see when it happens. And then when the prophecies start really kicking off, as we see, especially the MOTB, that's when the 10 virgins and the five that were foolish, they're gonna seek oil from the ones that's been rehearsing the righteous acts and seeking the Lord. All right. So set not thine heart upon thy goods. It's like, yeah. So now that's the point. All right. So we putting that off from day to day, man. Let's do it today. You know, while today is still today, let's conquer today for tomorrow. Right. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and let me make it smaller. 4:16. And it says, for which cause we faint not. Now let's go to 15. For all things are for your sake. So even the Sabbath, even the Day of Atonement is for our sakes, man. It's not a punishment. It's a reconciliation. It's an opportunity. Just like Yahweh Shai is an opportunity, man, an open door for reconciliation and forgiveness and mercy. For all things are for your sakes, that the abundant grace might through the thanksgiving of many rebound to the glory of Yahweh. That's what this is all about. Yahweh getting his glory. And that's why I always try to focus and keep the holy days with the elders, even though we're not in GMS anymore, but still affiliated, man. Um, now, we try to keep it with the elders so we can put up the same vibration in the same day. It's all about the Lord. It's not about us, people on earth. It's about Yahweh, giving him praise. So imagine him looking down on this day and seeing us all in the same spirit. That's the focus. All right. For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, see, the outward man is perishing, and you're afflicting it, right? And we get older, the body gets older, yet the inward man. So what's happening to the spirit today? If you're able to conquer this fast and not just like sitting there hungry, I'm waiting, getting through the fast. No, you're supposed to be busy studying, eating, but you're eating the what? The spirit, the word. You're eating angels' food, spiritual food, the manna from heaven today and every day. So now, and the scriptures say, man shall not live off bread alone, but every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Father. All right. So consume the roll today. Consume the word, as you should every day. But for which cause we faint not. See? But though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. And the Lord is renewing us all until we're complete. Just like the moon, right? We're going to be filled as the moon at full completion. For our light affliction, see what he say, afflict your souls. So yeah, we go through affliction out here and persecution, like arrows, right? The fiery darts of the damn devil, constantly under attack from, the abominations we see in the midst of us. But this is a light affliction, man, keeping the fast compared to eternity, compared to what's coming. He said, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare your soul for temptation, meaning trials that are to try you. All right? But this is a light affliction, which is but for a moment, where worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, man, the spirit. So the Lord knows our potential. He knows who you are in the spirit. And before you came here, before you were formed in your mother's womb, he said, I appointed you. In other words, he anointed you, all right, and chose you as his spokesman to the world. So he knows your abilities and that you're capable of getting through this because he's your power. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and weight, eternal weight of glory. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. So eat the spiritual manna, the spiritual food today, and it'll help you put it in the right perspective, continuing after the Day of Atonement. It's called priorities. Day of Atonement is a time to get our priorities in order. You might be eating every day, but then you be like, whoa, did I read today? Did I do? This is a chance to fill up your cup. All right. While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal. So even this body is temporary. But imagine the growth your spirit is getting by you continuing in the righteous acts. But the things which are not seen are eternal. So your spirit is eternal. It doesn't need to eat. But it can be enhanced. It can be inspired from the spiritual manna, the food, and anointed. Right? Check this out. Because then the Lord said he preparing a feast for us. Right? The word is the milk. The word is the water. The word is the wine. The word is the meat. Right? The word is the bread. This is the spiritual manna. See that? So we have a whole feast in the spirit, if you understand that. For you to deny the flesh just for one day at least, really every day, but deny the food at least for one day. Matthew 4:4. But he answered and said unto me, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone. All right, so you can eat all the meals you want, but it's the Most High that's keeping us alive. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Father, man. All right, so that's true living. Okay, so it's not about this common food that's in this Matrix. Like the Matrix, the movie The Matrix. Remember that guy was eating the food? He's like, but it tastes so good. He's like, ignorance is bliss. So, all right. And it says, Yahushua fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, man. Come on, man. No servant is greater than his master. 40 days and 40 nights. John 6:48. I am the bread of life. So Yahushua is the spiritual bread of life. All right. Um, you got Wonder Bread. Well, Yahushua is the spirit, the true Wonder Bread. Your fathers did eat manna in the wilderness and are dead. We get all the food we want, but still physically just die off anyway. But you can eat all the herbs in the world, but you still won't make it past whatever age the Lord has your deadline for. But there's a life beyond this. All right, even in eternity. It says, this is the bread which cometh down from heaven, that a man may eat thereof and not die. See? So we still have food. It's just spiritual food. You gotta watch the movie Peter Pan. Remember that? When they were eating down, they was sitting down eating, sitting down at the table eating. Um, that's that imaginary food. Remember Peter couldn't see it at first. Kind of spiritual, right? Just like Yahushua was trying to show Peter. But anyway, Peter couldn't see it at first until he enhanced his imagination, and he looked, and the table was full of the feast. You know. So So we have food, man, spiritual food to devour the word today. Get deep into the scriptures. I am. This is the bread which cometh down from heaven, that a man may eat thereof and not die. I am the living bread which came down from heaven. If any man eat of this bread, he shall live forever. And the bread that I will give is my flesh, which I will give for the life of the world, for the cosmos, for the elect of Israel, for Israel. All right. So so you eaten of that bread already. So remember the Passover, you know, the drink and the breaking of the bread. Matthew's 22 and the promises you made, you know. Um, that's right. Matthew's 22 and 4. Again, he sent forth others servants, saying, tell them which are bidden, behold, I have prepared my dinner. So there's a whole dinner prepared for us right now. My oxen, the meat, and my fatlings are killed. That's why I say that this word is the meat as well. All right. And all things are ready. Come unto the marriage. See that? All right. This is the marriage supper. All right. So Psalms 23 and let's go to 5. It says, what? Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. And that goes into rehearsing the righteous acts as well. In the place of drawing waters and being delivered from the noise of archers shooting at us, you know, being persecuted. That's where we're going to rehearse the righteous acts in our captivity. All right. Thou preparest a table before me. See, but there's still a spiritual table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. See that? So let the Lord fill up your cup today. Let your cup run over, man. Seek him 10 times more. All right. So don't think about what you're going to lack, but think about what you're going to gain from um, these acts as we do in this truth. Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in Yahweh, man, with all thine heart. If you don't trust yourself, trust in him to lead you. Ask him to take your hand and guide you. Plant your feet firm, you know, establish you, that you shall not be moved. Trust in Yahweh with all thine heart, with all your mind. Not a little piece where you got doubt. No. He said, neither doubt. Don't doubt him. And lean not unto thine own understanding, man, because our own understanding will have us slacking and lacking and doubting. So, and what we were taught from our families, you know, insecurities and all these different things. But the Lord is calling us to something more, a putting away of the flesh, a persistence, a diligence, a calling to a higher level of royalty. What do you say? Put off now from the mortal thoughts. And in all thy ways acknowledge him. So this is one of the ways we can acknowledge the Lord, the Day of Atonement. And he shall direct thy paths, man. So he's going to guide you through today and direct you what you need to do. That's why you have teachers as well and brethren. Be ye not wise in thine own eyes, man. All right. Fear Yahweh and depart from evil, man. So now, and what's going to happen? It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones. So that's what food does. It gives you nutrition, right? Well, serving the Lord does that uh, internally and eternally, right? So First Peter 2:1, no 2:2, as newborn babes, man, let your mind be renewed, you know, and refreshed as a newborn babe, man, letting go from mortal thoughts and your own understanding. Trust in the Lord as newborn babes and desire the sincere milk of the word. Well, hey, today you're going to be fasting, but you want some milk? Here you go, right here. You got your milk right here. Right, from the best farmer in the world, the tiller of the soil. Look at the milk right here. All right. Now it says, desire the sincere milk of the word that ye may grow thereby. If so be ye have tasted that the Lord is gracious, man. So you've experienced the Lord's grace, that you're in this truth. All right. So while you're doing that and believing, desire the sincere milk of the word. All right. Eat the word. This is making me spiritually hungry right now. So you don't want to think about what you're going to be losing in the meal, because it's going to be right there in the fridge, man. You know, decaying. Psalms 119 and 103. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, man. So his words are sweet. You want some sweetness? You want some bitterness too? Well, we got that. We got bitter. We got hot. We got sweet. You know, you got spicy. You want to spice it up? Get into them breakdowns. This word is sweet, man, unto my taste. Yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth. Mm. So you know, remember that brother was who was that? The son of Saul. He was walking in the wilderness while they were traveling, and he said, anybody eat the honey, touch anything out here, they're gonna be put unalived or punished. And then I think it was Jonathan, if I'm not mistaken, and whoever that was, they ate the honey because they were starving, and it enlightened their mind. Well, this word is way better than that, sweeter than honey to our mouth. All right. This is Ezekiel 3 and 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou eat that thou findest. So eat the word, the spirit. All right. Eat this roll, the roll of a book, scriptures, like bread almost. All right, roll meaning like a scroll. And go and speak unto the house of Israel. All right. So the same way the bird would eat and then regurgitate it to the other birds, the younger birds. So I opened my mouth. You got to open your mind. And he caused me to eat, to consume this book, the scriptures. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, so digest it deep into the heart of your mind, into your spirit, and fill thy bowels. Let it go down into your whole body in wisdom. Fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then I did eat, and it was in my mouth as sweet as honey for sweetness. See that? So his word is sweeter than honey, as I just read, man. But it's also what? This is Revelations 10 and 8. So this the same angel, or one of the angels that came to John the Revelator on the Isle of Patmos, is an angel came to Ezekiel the same way. It said a hand came unto him, but a hand in this sense represents an angel, was sent to Ezekiel. So in the same way, an angel was sent to John the Revelator to show him the things that must come to pass. All right, Revelations 10 and 9. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. See the roll. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter. So you want bitter? We got that too. You want honey? You want sweetness? Because in some countries, when you go to eat, their whole country is based on bitterness, or they want sweet or spice. If you watch some traveling food channels. But this word becomes bitter, man. Like, say when you find out you're an Israelite and you want people to know about the holy days, you tell your family, your friends and family, to stop celebrating Christmas and all this folly days and Halloween, and they resent you. It becomes bitter. But it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. See, but for you, it's gonna be sweet, man. All right, if you understand and just focus on your own path. All right, and don't seek approval from this world. And champions become champions in the dark, or champions when they're alone, not just in the ring. It starts when they're alone. So as you're alone, become that champion. Conquer yourself, conquer the flesh. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand, and ate it up. He devoured it, and it was in my mouth sweet as honey. In the mind, it's sweet. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. You gotta go out and teach, like Ezekiel. It became bitter for him when he found out he had to go teach the people and how wicked they were. All right. So yeah, man. So now, and he said unto me, thou must prophesy again before many peoples and nations and tongues and kings. So John the Revelator is back here again, rehearsing those righteous acts again, and eating the word sweet as honey once again, man. All right. Read this, John 4:13. Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. So your regular water from Zephyr Hill or whatever, you may want that today, but you're going to be thirsty again. You know? So that's going to be there. The Most High has everything there for us. The water's going to be there, unless there's a famine. So whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst, man. So focus on that today and believe. When you get thirsty today, drink the word. All right, the water of life. Psych your mind out, so you can prepare your soul for the temptations that are coming, the trials that are coming. This is the mindset we have to be in when they start bringing the famine, when they start bringing the MOTB, and you got to make that choice and go through suffering, afflicting your flesh. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into eternal life, man. All right, so yeah, choose which one you want. You can have water today out of a bottle and disregard the righteous acts and have the spirit be hungry and thirsty, or you can fill up the spirit and have the spirit be full as the moon, right? And then when the Day of Atonement is over, you can go back to drinking that Zephyr Hill again. But look how full your spirit has become, as it should be anyway, right? But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into eternal life. That's why I said this is the water, this is the bread, this is the meat, the oxen, right? The fatlings. What I said, the bread, water, meat, the oil, right? And the milk, and so on and so on. There's a whole feast that's being prepared for us in the presence of our enemies. For us to just be worried about some carnal food. And he say, hey, just forget it for one day. Ye are gods. That's what the Lord told us. We can conquer anything if we believe. This is Romans 8:13. For if ye live after the flesh, see, we're going to conquer the flesh. Ye shall die if you live after the flesh. But if ye through the Spirit, through the Spirit, do mortify, all right? Mortify. Let's get that real quick. Mortify. It says, cause someone to feel embarrassed, ashamed, or humiliated. Let me get the Bible meaning. It's more defined. To put to death, to take away. All right. The act of putting to death or subduing sinful impulses and desires. All right. So eating is not a sin, but desire. For if ye shall live after the flesh, ye shall die, man. So the flesh is weak. All right, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. That's what Paul said. But if ye through the spirit do mortify, put to death the deeds of the body, ye shall live, man. For as many as are led by the spirit of Yahweh, they are the sons of God. Ye are gods, right? So yeah, man, it's deep. We got a higher calling. All right, so the Lord is teaching us to mortify the deeds of the flesh, not only with the law, but also with the righteous acts of the Lord. All right, seeking and teaching that atonement. So now, again, any atonement that we do is can never equal to the atonement that Yahweh Shai did, that Yahweh gave to us through Yahweh Shai. All right, that's a gift of grace that was given to us to be able to have an atonement and a high priest on the right hand of the Father praying for us to reconcile us back to the Father. Who's doing that? Yahweh's doing that, reconciling us back to himself. All right. An eternal atonement. 2 Corinthians 5 and 17. Therefore, if any man be in Yahweh Shai, he is a new creature, man. So stop looking at yourself through your eyes. Look at yourself through heaven's eyes and the potential. And trust the process from there. A perfection of patience, not wanting nothing. And then when all hell break loose and there's a famine, you'll remember this day, the Day of Atonement. And you may smile, because of what the Lord led you to do in conquering the flesh. 17, therefore, if any man be in Yahweh Shai, he is a new creature, man. All right, from within, you're being renewed day by day. Old things are passed away, the old weak nature. Behold, all things are become new. All right. And all things are of Yahweh, who have reconciled us to himself by Yahweh Shai. So that atonement was made by Yahweh Shai already. And have given to us the ministry of atonement or reconciliation. So we're constantly in that spirit of atonement. All right, making the atonement through Yahweh Shai, reconciling ourselves and our people back to Yahweh, making peace. Blessed are the peacemakers. All right, so that's why I said we just rehearse the righteous acts. To wit, that Yahweh was in Yahweh Shai, right? Yahweh was operating through Yahweh Shai, his son. Not that they're the same individual. Just like saying Yahweh's spirit is within us. He comes into us and sups with us and deals with us and speaks through us with his voice. To wit, that Yahweh was in Yahweh Shai, reconciling the world unto himself, not imputing, talking about the elect of Israel, or Israel to himself, not imputing their trespasses unto them, and have committed unto us the word of reconciliation. So that's right, man. So the Lord already blessed us with the ministry of reconciliation, of atonement. All right. So we're sent to rehearse the righteous acts as well. It's a beautiful process. All right. Galatians 5 and 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, man. Today and every day, walk in the spirit, man. Walk in the spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Walk in that same spirit. They said Yahweh's spirit was in Yahweh Shai. Let this spirit be in you. Walk in the spirit and the force. And ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. See that? Walk in the spirit today, and you won't fulfill that lust of the flesh, man. So don't worry. Some may be worried that they may fail this test or trial or rehearsal. But walk in the spirit, walk that tightrope, and ye shall not fall to the left or to the right. And ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. That's all it is, just the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, man. It's a battle. So that's why I said you'd be the champion. You know, so the Lord, when you're alone, that's why I said champions don't just become champions in the ring. It starts at home. For the flesh, so Israelites don't become Israelites out there teaching. It starts at home. All right. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit. It's crazy, right? The flesh wants you to fail. Think about that. And the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other. So the spirit want to keep the fast, but this flesh is like, yo, but what about that sandwich? All right. So that ye cannot do the things that ye would. See, the flesh try to keep you from doing the things that the spirit wants to do for the Father. All right. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. But if ye, that way you can't trust the flesh. Trust what the spirit is telling you. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. All right. So now let's get to the point. So yeah, man. So we gotta walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Tobit 12:8. Prayer is good with fasting. So when you fast, make sure you praying as well. Prayer is good with fasting, and alms with and righteousness, man. So you can give alms, but make sure it's righteous. You don't be demanding people to give you alms. You know, or they out of the camp because they ain't give you no alms and shit like that. That's not righteous. All right. So the word is freely given, so freely give the word, man. Um, so prayer is good with fasting and alms and righteousness. All right. So a little with righteousness is better than much with unrighteousness, man. It is better to give alms than to lay up gold. So now, all right, so I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. Matthew 6:16. Moreover, when ye fast, all right, so fasting, let's get that. All right, so that fast, it says in the Greek, nestuo, nest duo, it says to abstain from food religiously, all right, for a religious reason, not being anorexic and weird shit like that, but to abstain from food for a religious reason, spiritual reason. To abstain as a religious exercise from food and drink. That's the Day of Atonement. Either entirely, which is a full, complete fast. If the fast lasted but a single day, Day of Atonement, or from customary and choice nourishment. So you got certain fasts. Like that's why I say with some children, they can fast too, but it'd be like you might want to take sweet, have them just eat fruit or veggies that day. Called a vegetable fast or a liquid fast. All right. But we're doing the complete fast today, which would be no food and no drink at all. And if the fast lasted but a single day, right? Or from customary and choice nourishment if it continued several days. See that? That'd be cool, man. Do like a week fast with nothing but vegetables and fruit. Something on another level. But yeah, the Day of Atonement from evening to evening. No food, no drink. You see it right here. Nestuo. All right, so verse 16, Matthew 6:16. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance. They don't walk around with your eyes all droopy. What you doing today? I'm just fasting. you ain't gonna receive your blessing that way. You know, well, I would say the Lord ain't gonna respect that because you're seeking the approval of man, and this is a spiritual act, and we're seeking the response and reward and the approval of our Father in heaven, Yahweh, right, and the angels and Yahweh Shai. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites, a lot of these Muslims, right? What is it called, man? Um, what's this shit called? Oh, Ramadan. Yeah, they be doing Ramadan, right? So, where is it at? There you go. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites of a sad countenance. Don't be like Gandhi. You remember that movie Gandhi? All right. So we don't want to be of a sad countenance. For they disfigure their faces, man, walking around all sad and shit, that they may appear unto men to fast, trying to look spiritual in the sight of man. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. Just that little moment, somebody say, "Oh, good, you fasting, cool," you know. But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thine head, man. You know, put some oil in your hair. Have you know, if you usually fresh, man, don't walk around all ashy and shit. And wash thy face. See, wash your face, man. When would your parents say that? Wash that damn look off your face. Looking all sad and shit. Wash your face, man. That thou appear not unto men to fast. Ain't that something? Personal with the Lord. All right. They're not called to be a part of it. This is a holy convocation between you and the Most High. But unto thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. Just like you can't see at times the process of how the water goes through a tree, but you can see the lake. And you know the Most High is out there in the water, and you know that tree has roots, and then you see the fruit. All right, that's the rewarding you openly. You know, so your fruit that you bear will be the reward openly. So lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, right? And the Lord may exalt you to be one of the elect and reward you as being New Jerusalem coming down out of heaven in the sight of these nations, rewarding you openly. And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly. He said, then shall it be known who are my chosen. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth where moth and rust doeth corrupt and mold, right? And where thieves break through and steal and they poison the food and put all kind of stuff in the food. And, you know, of course, it's talking about money, but I'm talking about something else. All right. So, that's right. So it says, what? Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So some people's treasure is in the damn refrigerator, like Peter Porker. All right. So we're supposed to have our heart on the King, not Burger King. Romans 5:10. For if, when we were enemies, we were reconciled to Yahweh by the death of Yahweh Shai, of his son Yahweh Shai. See, that's the true reconciliation, the true atonement. Much more, being reconciled or at peace with the Most High, thus making peace, we shall be saved by his life, by Yahweh Shai. And not only so, but we also join in Yahweh through our Lord Yahweh Shai. So we're brought into one spirit, one mindset, right? And through Yahweh Shai. Just like the sun shines on different parts of the earth and different people see it from different angles, but they're all under that same light. You know, in the same way we're under the light of Yahweh Shai. You know, by whom we have now received what? The atonement, the reconciliation, man. Look at that. So we don't have to worry, man. I'm getting chills thinking about it. Goosebumps. We don't have to worry. Just try, you know. Have faith as small as a mustard seed. He said, because what? Let me get that. Let me get something real quick. Let me get this real quick. Um, Revelations 3 and 8. I know thy works. Behold, I have set before thee an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and has kept my word, and has not denied my name. Just a little strength, man. That's all it takes. You know, just try, and the Lord will carry you on the wings of the wind. You know, so I'm gonna get one more, and I'm gonna end it. All right. So yeah, today is the Day of Atonement at evening, from sundown to sundown. All right. Um, no water, no food is the test. All right. So you gotta have faith, man. Just believe. Hebrews 11 and 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please Him, man. And that's what we're looking to do, to please Yahweh. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. It's just about that diligence, man. All right, going what they call that? Um, over and above, not doing the bare minimum. Doing over and above the call of duty, not the bare minimum. All right, that's diligence. So yeah, man. Here you go. It says what for what? So Leviticus 23 and 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people, man. And that's what we don't want to do. We don't want the Lord to spew us out being lukewarm. All right. We want to be hot. All right. So I'm gonna wrap it up, man. And I guess I'll say, hey, you know, Kal Halayim Le How Bashim Yahushai Bahashim Harakak Wadash Ma'amath. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and their elders. And shalom to you, Akim and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. And may the force be with you. All right, Shabbat Shalom, because tonight is a Sabbath as well. And yeah, Yawam Kapar, man. All right, Barakatah, Yawam Kapar. Shalom. 2024.